Hello everyone, my name is Pixlriffs. Welcome back to Decidedly Neapolitan, and today I've just enchanted a really awesome book, and I was having this weird issue with inventory tweaks. At least I'm pretty sure it was inventory tweaks, because when I messed around with some of the settings in here, it stopped. But basically, I don't know if it was auto refill or middle click or something was doing it, but whenever I clicked on anything, it would like cycle through positions for it. It wouldn't let me pick it up like this and move it around wherever I wanted to. It would cycle through it being in the crafting interface, in my hotbar, and in my inventory. Only on this screen. It wouldn't work on this like GUI here. It wouldn't work on the knapsack. Like I could still kind of pick everything up and stuff. When I went back to this screen, it was mystifying. I had absolutely no idea. Anyway, I've enchanted this book with Feather Falling 4 and Unbreaking 3. Needs 60 levels to copy it, but I think that one's going to be worth doing. In the end, I didn't bother copying the powerful one. I just kind of shoved it on the bookshelf there. I've also got this one which has Last Stand 2. Still don't really know what that does. I should probably look it up. But anyway, I will need to get myself 60 levels in order to do this. So it's going to take a little while, and I'm going to do some other stuff in the meantime. Today is going to be the unmodded episode, basically, because I've been doing a lot of stuff with the mods on this server, and I say a lot, probably not a lot by most people's standards, but a lot by my standards, which previously contained no mods whatsoever. And I've got this metal former working, finally. I basically didn't get enough power to it from a single solar panel, so what I did, if I come up here it's going to be nighttime, so I will sleep. What I did was I went into grind mode, and I got myself another entire low voltage solar array, for which you have to make 8 solar panels, all of which take so many ingredients. You have to create like advanced circuits. You have to make basic electronic circuits, but you have to make a generator for each one. You have to make a ton of batteries for the generator. So much iron and stuff I went through, all so I could get a machine which will basically make cables and stuff for me. It all seems a little bit fruitless to me, and that is why I've decided to take a step away from mods for a little while on this server and focus on a couple of other projects, namely getting myself a decent source of food, because I've been complaining about that for the last few episodes, so I felt like maybe I should focus on actually getting my own source of food. And I have a couple of potatoes tucked away for such an occurrence, for a rainy day, as it were, even though it's not raining on the server right now, and I'm going to set myself up a potato farm today. Seems like the sensible thing to do, and I'm in two minds about whether I'm going to build it outside of the lily pad on the surface where things are going to grow, or inside the lily pad below the surface and have it kind of done hydroponics style, have something done down here in which you can kind of go in and harvest your food, and it's all in like artificial environments. And I'm kind of tempted to do it that way. However, that way is going to involve a lot of digging out of stuff, and I'm not really in the mood to do that right now. So what I'm going to do is set up a temporary farm here on the surface, and then maybe we'll do the hydroponics things later on. Maybe there's even a mod that will include some stuff like that. Maybe something like forestry, although I don't know, because some stuff like the bees and everything, they need access to light, so it kind of helps to have them outside on the surface, that kind of thing. I'm not really sure which direction to go with it. So if anybody has any suggestions for mods that are in this mod pack, if you know about them, there are a ton of them in here. There's like forestry, there's biomes of plenty, there's a bunch of stuff. I will try and scroll through so you can see a few of them. But yeah, Biomes of Plenty has all of these like ancient staffs and muddy shovels and things that I think are just weapons. But botany is in here, extra trees is in here, forestry, there's a ton of bees, there's so many bees. And all of this stuff like created saplings, I don't even know what half of this stuff is. Anyway, and nature is in here as well. That might be another one that has similar kind of stuff. But before we get too far into my incompetence, I'm going to open up the achievements, and I will show you that I've not yet made a hoe in this game. So I have yet to get some of these vanilla Minecraft achievements. So we're going to do a little bit of that today. I've got the repopulation achievement, haven't flown a pig off a cliff, not really interested in doing that because I've done that in my single player world recently. And what else do we have down here? I need to catch and cook a fish, so we can do that. I still haven't found a nether fortress, and to be honest, I haven't really been trying super hard. I'm not totally sure if you can. I haven't killed a ghast yet with its own fireball either. That's usually quite easy to do. But yeah, I'm not sure if I can't just like toss a blaze rod on the ground and pick it up, can I? Or can I? I have a feeling that was one of the ways you could do it. Let's try that, and just so we can get the brewing on the go. Yeah, there we go. Okay, fantastic. That's achievement done. Achievement number 1 of the episode. Excellent stuff. Right, let's move on to the hoe. And do I have any... I don't have any iron left in here. I'll probably have to break into my last iron block. That's right, I have done a fair amount of construction in IndustrialCraft. That's the one. Couldn't think of the name of it for a second. I've done a lot of IndustrialCraft stuff, and that used up pretty much my entire supply of iron. But never fear. Hey, there it is. Time to farm with my iron hoe. I have a bit of molten iron in here, actually quite a lot of molten iron in here, so I can always tap that off if I need to. However, this casting basin is currently full of copper, so I'll probably have to get myself through the copper beforehand. However, if I put any copper in here now, it's going to combine with the gold and turn into aluminum brass. Or is it aluminium that it... I mean, it makes sense that it would probably combine with the aluminium. So... maybe I can get the copper out of here. Let's get the copper gravel ore smelting in here, and let's get a little bit more of the regular copper. I just want enough that... wait, I'm out of lava. Good times. Right, let's run and get some lava real quick, just so that can actually be working in the background whilst I do my farming thing. And we'll get the lava from down here, our usual little spot. I've done a little bit of redecoration in bits around here. You'll also notice, if you are observant, if you are one of the observant people, that like there's some kind of specific group, like if you're observant enough, when I was on the surface, you'll notice that the swamp has changed ever so slightly. I have been making a couple of changes to it in preparation for Operation I really want to change the ceiling, so how about we actually get some mud and stuff in there to make sure that the sand doesn't fall through every time I try and redecorate the ceiling. It doesn't have a very catchy name, I'll give you that, but I did want to do something to redecorate the inside of the lily pad, so I've basically covered up all of the areas that are going to flood it out with the sand falling through and letting the water through. So that's been happening, and I've been kind of slowly working on bits and pieces here and there, but it's very grindy with all of the modded stuff, and, you know, regular Minecraft is quite grindy as well, but that's just the name of the game, really. The name of the game, as if it's not Minecraft. I'm going to start a little potato farm out here, I think maybe around the outside of the mill kind of area. I think maybe around here. Here seems like... I mean, I'm in a swamp, so I'm basically in grassland surrounded by water. So actually finding some arable land is not going to be a problem. Just got to hoe out a couple of spaces and clear out some of this grass too, which I don't really need. And we can have a little basic potato farm, a kind of noob potato farm around here. And I might put up a couple of little fences or something like that, just to make sure that mobs don't just wander in here. I could do that with the mossy cobble that I've got in my inventory as well, which I snaffled from a dungeon somewhere. At least I think I did, because you can't craft it in this version, which is very, very odd to me, because I've always been able to craft mossy stone on the PC version, but then I've never played before this version of Minecraft, before 1.8 came out, so yeah, aside from my brief time spent on Xbox, I have never had the misfortune to play in a version where you couldn't craft mossy cobble. But there you go. Obviously, mobs are going to be able to walk over this set of stairs, so we'll figure out something with fences and things along the top of here. But I just want to make a little kind of basic boundary around here, like that. And can we add it to that? No, that kind of works. Looks a little bit sort of semi-ruined, and I'll still be able to get up there using the vines if I fall down. So that will about do for now. I can't get through there, so mobs definitely couldn't, and we'll just be able to hop over there if required. Let's make a couple of fences real quick. I think if I make fences using this sequoia wood, it does just turn into regular oak. At least I think so. Let's try it. Oh, of course, the fence crafting recipe is different, isn't it? Because this is an older version. So you just make sticks like that, and you can only have oak fences. Huh, interesting. I guess there's like carpenter's blocks for that. That's how they got around the fact that there were only a couple of different types of fences. See, I'm almost learning something about this edition of Minecraft by doing little projects like this, because this is Minecraft 1.7.10. It's always going to be an older version when it comes to the modded stuff. So yeah, we'll put a fence or two along here, and that will stop the mobs from trampling my potatoes, my lovely spuds. And we'll pop down here, and I think I saved the potatoes in this chest. Yes, I did. I don't know why they're in the chest with all of the Tinker's Construct and Thorncraft stuff, and I don't know why the pink dye is in here either, but there you go. The amount of furnaces I have made just to make all those generators, to make the solar panels, it's a little ridiculous. But finally, we will be able to get some reliable food on the go and never have to worry about that again. In fact, I can even cook them in my electric oven. And the funny thing about this to me at least, is that I'm actually cooking jacket potatoes in real life right now, because they are an excellent type of food for the winter, in my opinion. I like nothing more than a jacket potato with some baked beans and maybe some cheese. In the dead of winter, it warms the soul, ladies and gentlemen. It absolutely warms the soul. I'm not sure what to do about all of this mud and stuff. I'm pretty sure you can use mud for a variety of things. I think I even have used it in the past for some stuff, but I don't really fancy crafting mud weapons and things. But yeah, you'll notice, as I said before, that this area around here, which had all of the sand in it, is now basically covered in dirt, and that means I can start changing out the ceiling in here. Now, around here, this is the bit that's going to be the problem, because I can't get underneath the lily pad to place these blocks. So, we'll probably have to do a couple of quick substitutions around here to make sure the water doesn't all flood in. But I think we can handle that, folks. I think we are gifted enough. We have the ability to do that. So we will give it a try. And where can I put the seeds and stuff? I think that was... yeah, this is the sort of natural materials chest I've got going on. We'll throw the vines in there as well. And the bees. Maybe we should make a start on bees today. And I don't know exactly how we're supposed to do that. So let's look up forestry. And there's actually a ton of forestry stuff because of the IndustrialCraft additions as well. And I need some sort of hive. Here's all the bees. What do we have? Show us what you have. There's apiarist. Oh, you can have like beekeeping gear. That's cool. How do I make that out of woven silk? Okay, interesting. So I need to get some silk wisps. Yeah, all of this is a little bit above me right now. There's a fermenter, there's a centrifuge. Biogenerator, interesting stuff. This is all very, very cool, but how on earth do I make a beehive? My own little beehive for my own little bees to call my own. There's an arborist's chest there. I feel like we're close. I feel like the answers are within our grasp. There's a lepidopterist's chest, which you can actually catch those butterflies, because I've seen them around. Maybe you need like a bug net or something for them. There's a sturdy casing that looks like a gold chest in a gold minecart. Where are the hives? Show me your hives. Oh, here we go. Okay, so modest hive. Oh, I think those are the ones that you... Okay, we need an impregnated casing. Because, like, yeah, some of this stuff... Swarmer, bee house. You need silky comb. Okay, yeah, this is all going to be beyond me at this point. I think this is going to be the vanilla episode solely. I think we're going to keep it at that. Next thing I need to do, turn wheat into bread. I've got some wheat somewhere around here, I think, unless I kept it all over by the cow farm. I think I did. So let's hop over there once we've had another quick sleep. And yeah, we're going to do a little bit of farming stuff today, and then we can make a cake as well. So how about we quickly we've got 1 bucket. Do we have any other buckets around? Do I have one in here maybe? Is this the only bucket I've ever had? Potentially. Yeah, it looks like it may be, unless there's one in one of these chests. Oh, there's a bucket of lava in there. Evidently, I have thought ahead when it came to the Tinker's Construct stuff and then completely forgot it. So, we need 1 more bucket for the milk. Bucket, who's got the bucket? There's a water bucket there, fantastic, we can use that. So I didn't even have to craft any additional buckets at that point, which is ideal, really. Let's tip the water out there, and we can go and grab some wheat, we can go and grab some milk, and then the next thing we need is sugar, which we have plenty of around here, as you can see from all of the sugarcane around here. And the last thing we need after that is an egg. Hello. If only that guy was 50 blocks away. We could have got another achievement today. I honestly don't trust the lag on this server. There's occasional little kind of spikes here and there. I don't trust myself to shoot a skeleton from 50 blocks away, because by the time the arrow gets to him, he might have moved. But there we go. Hello, cows. How are you today? You doing well? Here to milk a few of you, and in here we have 1 wheat. Okay, fair enough. I'll grab a little bit more wheat from around the corner then. But yeah, now I have that metal former together, I'm thinking of foraying slightly further into the IndustrialCraft side of things. I've got 7 wheat now, so that should be enough, and that should keep us going. Now we need to find ourselves a chicken, which may be a little bit more difficult than it sounds, and bake some bread. Achievement get. Not bad. Not bad. Where will we find a chicken in this day and age, in this strange landscape? I honestly don't know if I've seen any chickens around for a while. We have a ton of sheep over here. My usual tactic for finding chickens, if I don't have them with me, unless maybe there's an egg or two. There's Jefferson's sheep farm going on here. This is his barrel full of cobblestone for some reason. My usual tactic for finding chickens is running around until I hear a chicken noise and then just like searching that area until I find them. Wonder if B-Ran has any chests in the hunter's hovel that we can pilfer an egg from. I feel like I'm the neighbour going around asking for a cup of sugar, except it's not the sugar I need, it's the egg. Where we got some bread in here, got some wheat, got pretty much every ingredient apart from an egg, from what I can tell, and an absolute ton of slime, because that is the way things work on this server, or it was, not anymore. Sadly, I'm completely overjoyed that there's no slime around here anymore. I've not used slime since they've been gone, so I can hardly see myself needing more in future. Right, grab me some sugar. We got 2 sugar. Is it 2 sugar and 1 egg, or 1 sugar and 2 eggs? I think it's 2 sugar and 1 egg. At least I hope it is. Hello? There's a zombie around here somewhere. Has snuck into the spawn bases. Maybe Sean has an egg or 2 in his plentiful supplies of stuff. There's an absolute ton of stuff in here. Where is that zombie at? Half expect to hear it banging on the door in a minute. Calm down, mate, calm down. I'm only here looking for eggs. Don't tell me Sean has no eggs. He has some of the stuff that I could use to make a hive. In fact, he has a couple of bee houses, so I might steal those. Give myself a quick shortcut to the modded stuff. This is an SMP server after all, so we are here to help each other. Nope, no eggs there. Right, okay, we will have to actually hunt for a chicken. We'll do this legit. Let's do it legit. Where can we go? This is Cain's cave as well. He has fancy double doors in it, and he does not have an egg in here either. Who has all the chickens on the server? I don't think anyone has actually farmed chickens, as far as I know. Maybe Mort has, but we will have to find a chicken of our own and then chase it around until it lays an egg. That seems like the best plan. What else can we do in terms of achievements now? We can get brewing started, we can catch a fish, we can go back to the end, I suppose, and then I have no idea how the adventuring time achievement works in regular Minecraft, let alone in modded Minecraft. I imagine finding all 36 of the vanilla biomes. Although I think if it's 1.7, then presumably there are fewer of them. Did the 1.8 update add a bunch of new biomes and stuff? I think maybe it did. Got flint and steel and stuff in here. I'm not entirely sure why that stuff is still in there, but there you go. Right, let's throw down this bee house. Let's have that tucked away over here somewhere. How about there? That seems cool. And evidently we can put some... There's no queen. All the NEI stuff is getting in the way of this. I own it, apparently. No power required. It's normal and damp. Okay, I guess it's in a swamp, so that makes sense. Do I have any eggs in here already, perhaps? Haven't actually looked in my mob drops to see if I have an egg. I have a couple of chicken, but no eggs. Unless they are perhaps in here. Nope, not at all. Okay, well, let's take these rocky bees and see if they like living in this hive. We have a princess and a drone. Okay, so those two are... And they're apparently doing something. I'm not entirely sure what it is they're doing, but they're doing it. Okay, we have a queen now. That's good. So that's presumably what it says. Choose your biome. Do you know that bees only work in biomes that suit their species? Use your beealyzer and habitat locator to find out in which. Okay, so we need a beealizer and we need a habitat locator. We'll take a couple of clumsy steps into apiary, apiculture, whatever the mod is actually called. Oh, it's distributing pollen. Already, I can feel my eyes itching involuntarily already. Let's track down a chicken, shall we? I might head over to Mort's base because I haven't actually been there on camera for a little while, if at all, and it would be good to see if he has any chickens. So here we are at Mort's place. He's definitely a modded guy. He's got a ton of stuff around here, and I'm gonna snoop around his apiaries. Eldritch, Nocturnal, Charmed, Marshy, Diligent. I've no idea about how most of this stuff works. he's locked it, but we have a ton of bees in there and some transport pipes and stuff going on. Arborists' chests. This bot is Ned. Hello, Ned. How are you? No zombies, especially ones with exposed brains. Well, I don't think Zlo's played on this server, so that's probably fine. I've just come here to borrow an egg, Mort. I hope you don't mind. Do you have any eggs? That's all IndustrialCraft stuff. There's a bunch of IndustrialCraft machines over here, because he's got a setup somewhere around here. I forget exactly where it is, but it will do all of the proper IndustrialCraft, like ore washing and everything for you. Do you have any eggs, sir? I require an egg. All I want is an egg. Yes, he's got an egg. Fantastic. Gonna steal that and call it my own. I'm run away with the egg. And I better get it out of my hotbar just in case I throw it at the door when I try and make my escape. My eggscape. The great eggscape. Right, let's head back to spawn. Don't want to spend too long around here now that we've got what we came for. Right, and now we're back. We can see if I've got the recipe right. I'm pretty sure it is 3 wheat across the bottom, 3 milk across the top, which has never made sense to me. It always feels like the milk should be at the bottom, and an egg in the middle, and we have a cake. The lie is complete. Well, I'm going to sit here and eat my cake, and I think we'll call it a day for this episode. Thank you very much for watching. My name has been Pixlriffs. Please leave a like on this video if you enjoyed it. Subscribe to my channel if you want to see more, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye for now. 2 more of those, and we have ourselves 3 coils. Now the last thing to do is grab some redstone real quick, which we have in here. Just need 2 redstone dust for that, because we're going to make an electronic circuit, which I remember how to make.